Welcome to TYT Sports. Francis Maxwell here. So the real Champions League games, should I say, have got underway. Still not the group stage, as we're still trying to qualify for that. No offence to any games that's played before this or anybody's team who have played in it. But these are the qualifying rounds to try and get into the group stage. So they are becoming more and more important as we go on. So Arsenal took on Besiktas in Turkey. And it was not as smooth sailing as they would have hoped, coming off the back of a Premier League win and looking confident in the way they've been playing with each other. Most people predicted that Arsenal would win this game comfortably. Besiktas are no strangers to this competition. They've been in it many times, but many people thought Arsenal would just overcome them. But it ended up 0-0. Besiktas in the first half forced Chesney to make some good saves. Demba Ba, as we know from Chelsea, he plays with Besiktas up top, caused some problems. But I thought that Chambers was fantastic throughout. I thought he was the man of the match for Arsenal. The young lad in there, new signing, has been a stonewall centre-back most of his career, but he does manage, he can vary in the back line, but I think he's so good at centre-back, the way he reads the game, makes some good tackles in there, and he's going to be key for Arsenal. I think him and Koscielny make a good partnership, and they never really looked that they were going to concede. A couple of chances here and there, but the problem wasn't in that, it was in the offensive third. Olivier Giroud seemed to lose his feet in about 18 different times. I'm not a big fan of the player. I would have preferred to seen Sanchez go through the middle with the likes of Oxlade-Chamberlain and maybe, I don't know, have Campbell come on at some point to try and see how he did after a great World Cup, it must be said, with him. But Arsene Wenger stuck by Giroud. He's just lost his feet a couple of times in the first half when he could have finished. Great move from Sanchez to set him up, and he slipped. But second half, Wenger made the wrong decision, I think. He took off Sanchez, who wasn't having the best of games, but he was more dangerous than Giroud. Kept Giroud on. And once again, he didn't look threatening. He was just fouling all over the place. Don't get me wrong, the referee, I thought, was very poor. He was calling everything, every bit of contact, which I hate to see after the World Cup, in which the referees were far too strict on this sort of thing. I thought that it was poor refereeing from him. The game was very stop-starty in the second half. And Aaron Ramsey ended up getting punished for this, as he faced a red card on the 80th minute. 2 yellows. A player took the ball from him and he grabbed his shirt just as he was running away. And he will now miss the next leg, which is going to be in London. A vital game, as I think Arsenal fans will not be happy if they don't have Champions League football this year. But Arsenal almost stole it, even with 10 men. Oxlade-Chamberlain, who was a good substitution to bring on, I would have brought him on earlier, as I said, for Giroud, but he came on for Sanchez, and he broke through into the back line and he hit the post. It was really close. But the keeper, I think, got a tip to it. And now Arsenal will have to go back to the Emirates Stadium and win, which I think they will do. But Besiktas are definitely, as I said, they're no mugs on this stage. And their coach has them well trained, has them structured, but it wasn't the prettiest match to go into. But Arsenal, it's not. They would have wanted to go into the game at home comfortable, knowing that they maybe they wouldn't have to be so worried about this next leg to get into the Champions League. But now they're going to have to do the work at home. So, as I said, make sure to check out our website, tytsportsonline.com, bring you more segments on the Champions League when it gets up and running. Thank you again for tuning in. Leave your comments in the section below.